Oh, hi. Nice to finally meet you after all this time, waiting on the Lord is not easy, of course. And I'm sorry I'm a little late, but, in the scale of eternity, it's okay, right? No big deal. And I would shake your hand, but, social distancing. And, that's great because, Christian relationships, we should have boundaries. And this is mandated by the government. See, this is even better. I want to take my mask off. Is it okay to take my mask off? Because if I don't, I think even the rocks will cry out. So, rocks cry out, if I get it. All right, welcome to I'm Scared of Church Girls, the video series. My name is Luke Elie, the church guy, and let's just get right into this. But before we do that, you better subscribe, you better share and like, because that's what we do. All right, you ready? I hope so, because this is different, totally different. So, how are you doing today? And when I mean today, I mean this is the day that the Lord has made, and we should rejoice and be glad in it, obviously. Hello. And, and I'm sorry if I act a little nervous. I think it's just the caffeine and the coffee, because I just, it gets me really wired, you know what I mean? Because, the Holy Spirit does the same thing. When the Holy Spirit's moving, it's amazing. And I'm not scared or anything like that, because the Lord does not give us a spirit of fear, but of love and power and discipline. And, everybody knows that the only thing to fear is really fear itself. And I think that wasn't in the Bible. I think that was President, Franklin Delano Roosevelt or something. Maybe it sounds like something that came out of the Message Bible, if you know what I mean. And stop. Seriously, are you one of those people that on their first date you try super hard to come across as this amazing, super Christian church person? Yeah, we know who you are. But seriously, this video is for you, because we are going to help you, the wannabe super Christian church person, be much more effective on their first date. Because we are going to give you 10 examples of questions that you probably wouldn't want to ask on a first date, but you really want to know the answer to these questions before you try to get a second date. So we're going to give you 10 questions that we're going to translate into, super church, Christian, church person language. And we guarantee you at the end of this video, if you apply all these things on your first date, that you will probably not get a second date, but you will definitely come across as more super Christian church person. Yeah. You ready to do this? Let's do it. Top 10, roll it. Do you believe that there's the one? So, do you believe, you and I being here right now is a result of predestination or free will? What is your relationship with your parents like? So I was going over the 10 Commandments the other day, and it talked about honoring your father and mother, and I was just curious, what is your personal view or experience with that? Did you vote for Trump or Biden? So as it concerns to, governments, politics, stuff like that, do you really believe that God really puts those in authority over us or not? 7. How much money do you make? So how do you practically apply the principles of tithing? 6. How often do you exercise? Well, the Bible does say that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. And, obviously you can see my temple is quite temple-y. I'm just curious. How do you take care of yours? Are you fun to travel with? So tell me about your last mission trip. You know, going out into all the world and preaching the gospel, of course. I'm just curious, what kind of a religious person are you? So, on a scale of, 1 to 10, 1 being John MacArthur and 10 being, Bill Johnson, what is your view on spiritual, charismatic gifts? Why are you single? So, do you think the Apostle Paul was correct when he said it was better to be single? Are you a virgin? So, when the Bible talks about greet each other with a holy kiss, is that really a verse suggesting that we need to have physical boundaries or physical freedom? How many kids do you want to have? I'm just curious, how do you apply Genesis 1:28? That verse that talks about be fruitful and multiply. So, what'd you think? Any favorite ones you had? Was there anyone that were funny, or some that you've actually tried? Or how many of them, can't even speak English today. How many of them was I missing? Because I think there's a lot of them out there that we can have fun with. Anyways, let me know. Put it in the comments below, because let's get a conversation going. All right? See you next time, because you're awesome. And until next time, try to stay super Christian, church person you. Bye.
Get down. Get down.
So, I just finished up the latest season of The Chosen, and I was just curious, what is, your favorite TV show? Or movie, or book, or forms of entertainment? I love the Bible. I mean, clearly you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I mean, we're talking gorgeous, but I just have to ask, what are some areas of your life that, God is working on you in? Just things.